What's up, guys? Today we're going to do something fun. We're going to go over Todd V and John Anthony infield and compare and contrast to see whose game is better. This is a long running series on my channel that I'm bringing back and doing it live because I think that should be a little more interesting. So I have footage compiled of both of these coaches. If you don't know, there's a bit of backstory with this one because Todd V and John Anthony have major beef. Well, at least John does with Todd. He talks about how Todd is a scammer, his game is terrible, he's the worst. He doesn't even pull any trans women, unlike John. He's got that, ability on him. So he talks about how Todd is really terrible, scammer, etc., and how he's the greatest of all time. He claims to have a 2,000 plus late count, etc. And you can find John Anthony has a new channel on YouTube. I guess he got banned, but he has a new one made by it's probably a fan. Like, really cool stuff. You can see some highlights if you look up his name. Some really good stuff will come up about John. And I have a little history with him because at one point he made a really fucked up video about someone I know, and I challenged him to do a live infield live stream, basically, where we go out live, have us both filmed, and see who gets better results, right? I challenged him to that, and then he said, that's stupid. That's a bad idea. Blah, blah, blah. Why don't we box instead? And I said, all right, if you want to box, we can box. I mean, it's stupid, but I thought if I do box him, I mean, he's way taller and bigger. So if I lose, he still looks like a douche. And if I win, then, I'd look even better. So either way, nothing to lose, and it would get me in better shape because I'd have to train for it. But he didn't really follow through with that. So that's the backstory. John really hates Todd, and let's see which one of them has better footage. Let's see if this guy, who has, and I'll be as unbiased as I can, who has 2,000 plus late count, if he has the greatest charisma, unbelievable magnetism, everything is perfect, completely sober game that we've ever seen. So let's start looking at some of the footage.
So you had a lot of training, man. You should have been a little more smooth.
Were we
Thanks.
in the middle?
I'm just trying.
There we go.
So you had a lot of training, man. You should have been a little more smooth.
Were we
Thanks.
in the middle?
I'm just trying to help you here.
I'm just kidding. Hey, you trying to get in this? That's my dad. It's in front of you. You can jerk off to it. Oh, sorry.
He said, you can jerk off to it.
I thought you were my friend.
Grabbed her from behind. Appears to be an old lady. Yeah, so that's there's more, but that's just an interesting clip to put out there. Yeah, that's John Anthony doing some cold approach, if you will. So as people filter in, we'll go through the whole videos of actual infield. But before that, I want to quickly talk about what I'm doing for Black Friday, which is something I usually I don't do promotions very often at all. And this is definitely by far the best promotion I've ever done in terms of value. In the US, you get arrested for that. He probably was in the US, and yeah, well, that's arguable that was, whether that was something that was acceptable behavior and by legal standards, let's just say. I mean, that's your opinion. But by the way, this is out on the internet, so who knows all the stuff that isn't on the internet that wasn't recorded, right? That's just an interesting question to ask yourself. Oh yeah, if someone did that to my mom, I'd probably hit them, the very least shove them away and then see where it goes from there. Let's see. Remove other media streams. Okay, I'm being a boomer right now. Okay, so I guess I have to remove those for a second. Yeah, okay. So someone says that's sexual assault. John Anthony is a scam. I feel Todd V is very gamey pick-uppy. That's something I hear all the time. So we'll see. I found a lot of footage that you've probably never seen because I did some digging to find good footage of Todd, and so you see I got some good footage of John as well. All right, so for Black Friday, what I'm going to be offering, and this is available until Cyber Monday, and then it's not going to be available at all. Not period. So it's not like you'll be able to get it for more expensive. It's only available for Black Friday. And so it's 7 total products, including 3 online courses with a ton of infield, by the way, and 4 books. And these books are not like 10-page PDFs, freebies that I put 30 minutes into them. One of the books is over 250 pages and took a year to write. So this is much higher level than you might be expecting in something where you're getting 4 books. So this is where most guys are right now, paralyzed by crippling anxiety and the fear of rejection. I mean, we all see hundreds of attractive women, maybe not hundreds, but dozens per month that we want to talk to, but we just get in our own way. We make excuses. We have approach anxiety. We don't know what to say. We're not confident that we'll be able to make it work. We're stuck with that, or you're stuck settling for mediocre matches. And I'm being generous. By mediocre, for a lot of guys, I mean really, really bad on dating apps, like let's just say orcish. So that's what a lot of guys getting no matches or very bad matches, and they waste years on just theoretical content that is not actionable, right? On ideas and concepts that is not an actual roadmap. It's not an actual guide from step 1 to step 10 to like approach to having sex, right? And so that's what's missing for a lot of guys. And so the system is currently rigged. The culture that we live in makes men feel like you shouldn't try to improve your dating life, that it's weird to even do that. Toxic masculinity, it's creepy, whatever. And, like the clip we just showed, that's why some people feel that way, because what a lot of guys do is what I just showed the example of, right? It's that's there's guys out there doing things like that, making other men look bad. Um, and the solution is a proven systematic approach. And a lot of guys think that it won't work for them because they're not good looking enough, they're X height. But once you have a system to put volume in your favor and to not make a few obvious mistakes, a few big mistakes. Obvious isn't the right word. A few big mistakes that most guys make. Once you get rid of those mistakes, which like, grabbing the girl from behind without consent, that would be an example. Another example would be not making the right kind of eye contact, physically escalating in a way that's too aggressive or not physically escalating at all. Just knowing a few little tweaks. Once you do those things correctly, you'll be surprised that a good percentage of the women you meet will go on a date with you. And a lot of you have given up hope before you've even really gotten started. You're stuck in analysis paralysis. And so what I'm going to be giving at a pretty insane price, you can buy these separately right now for over $300. But you get all of them for $77. 3 courses, 4 books. And one of the courses is brand new, something that you've never seen before. And it's about online dating, which is something I've never really covered before. And I'll show you after this little presentation, I will show you some of the messages girls send me on dating apps when you have really good pictures, the kind of things that happen. But that's very important. And it's something 95% of guys, they just have bad pictures and it makes them feel like they're ugly, right? And so this is going to solve that for you without having to pay for an expensive photo shoot. And some of the photo shoots don't even end up being good, which is unfortunate. So this is broken down into 3 phases. And the first is execution. So you're going to get the God Mode online course, which by itself, and I'm waiting for people to filter in. I will be going over the infield shortly, by the way. This course teaches you how to quickly and reliably get out of your head. And being in your head and self-judging, having the inner Woody Allen, which is basically the part of your brain that's going to say, I'm not tall enough, I'm not good looking enough, she looks bitchy, how do I escalate? Oh, I can't think of things to say. And you get in your own way. 80% of game is getting out of your own way. I want to emphasize that. 80% of game is getting out of your own way. Instinctually, biologically, if you feel no insecurities, you feel entitled, you feel confident, you know what to do to sexually escalate, to create sexual tension, and to make things happen. It's in our DNA. What happens is we feel that we're not high status enough, we get these insecurities, and then you block that side of yourself. So the charismatic version of yourself that naturally attracts women, that knows how to move things forward effortlessly, that knows how to sexualize, that knows when to escalate, all those instincts are there. You're just blocking them because you're in your head. And so what God mode does is teaches you how to shut that part of your brain off. And I'm being literal. They've done scientific studies. God mode is another word basically for a flow state. So when you get into a flow state, the part of your brain that is self-judging, that is overly logical, literally shuts off. And the part of your brain that is witty, clever, charismatic, bold, assertive, sexual, magnetic, that part becomes hyperactive. Creative, witty, that part becomes more active than ever. And you've all had moments, I hope, at least here and there, maybe 30 minutes, where you just were in that zone. Maybe it was playing Halo or more modern, like Marvel Rivals, and you're just in the zone saying funny shit, not thinking, and you're at your best, right? And if you could take that side of you when you're not judging yourself, when you're having fun, when you're carefree, and bring that to women, it would actually be very easy without having to do anything where you're changing yourself. And so that's what God mode lays out exactly how to do that, step by step, based on I've read a number of books about flow states. I've even bought a number of courses. This is something it's one of the most important concepts in life, is how to get into a flow state more often for enjoying life. When you get into a flow state in game, even if you don't get laid, it'll still be a peak experience where you have an amazing time. And you will, because you're having such an amazing time, get laid way more as well. But even if you don't, you'll actually enjoy the whole process more than most guys, even if they did get laid. That's what's crazy about it. So I've read the scientific literature about it, things like Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, who's the founder of the term. I've read books by people like Stephen Kotler, where they talk about how practically to get into a flow state. And through years of doing this with myself and my clients, I've mastered and boiled down how to consistently get into that state yourself. And so this not only shows you how to do that, but it also has infield examples of what it looks like, and a total of over 5 hours of infield, not just approaches, but pulls. So not just showing a cute number close, which is cool. I show entire approaches from opening to taking the girl home and break down every step. Then you have the brand new match multiplier, which will show you how to get pictures of yourself without needing, even if you have no friends, you can do this, how to get pictures that at least 3x your matches, in many cases 10x or more. And I show you step by step myself doing it, myself, with myself, if you will, right? So I screen record myself getting high quality pictures of myself, the editing process, the angles, exactly how to do it. So you can easily just copy paste what I do, go out to a park, to somewhere in nature, go at golden hour, and then follow what I did, edit the pictures the way I edit them, and then very easily get infinitely more matches. And I'll show you some examples of the kind of things that happen when you have high quality pictures. So that is something. I've never made a online course about online dating before. It's something that, I have pictures now that rate a 9.7, 9.8. I get more matches than I have time for. I get more options for dates than I have time for from online dating. I prefer cold approach on a personal level, but still, anytime I'm bored, I can just get a date online in like 5 minutes. It's very easy. And this will show you how to do that yourself. And not only do I show how I got good pictures of myself, I go over examples of other people so you can see what it looks like, not just for me, but for people, who have whatever, a variety of different appearances, ethnicities, etc. And I show bad pictures, explain why they're bad, good pictures, why they're good, so you can easily copy, paste, replicate it. So then, and that's, by the way, that's just the start of what this includes. So yes, it is a pretty ridiculous sale. And if you want to learn more, the link is in the description. So I also include the Spark course, which is about never getting in the friend zone again, never having platonic, boring interactions where women just see you as a guy to give them validation, to give them attention. It's to make girls really become obsessed with you. And I kind of want to show this girl sent me like 8 texts in a row since I met her last night, and she's called me twice. I might show you after the screenshots, but that happens to me all the time, right? That happened yesterday. Girls, I'll talk to them 5 minutes and they'll be down to just go straight to my place after for a date, or they'll want to meet me even though they visited Vegas and that's where we met. They'll go back to New York and try to make plans. Sometimes I do make plans to meet me later, things like that, because basically the best way to put it, most of us are too in touch with the logical ego side when we're interacting with women. And this is about getting in touch with your id, which is the old school Freudian term. Sigmund Freud came up with it. But the id is the part of you that has animal magnetism. It's the part of you that's primal. It's the part of you that has no shame about being sexual. It's the part that makes women feel like this guy will give me orgasms, right? This guy is not going to be limp dick, boring, not able to get it up. No, this is the guy that's going to give me mind-blowing sex. And basically, the way you carry yourself is foreplay. The way you carry yourself in an interaction is foreplay, is foreplay, and that's how you should think about it. The entire interaction is already making her have an idea emotionally and subconsciously about the kind of sex you would have. It's either turning her on more and more or turning her off more and more. And most guys do the former, and the Spark will explain step by step how to implement the 5 triggers for sexual attraction that make sure that there's sexual tension that builds more and more over time. So you stop getting that message, oh, I didn't really feel the spark, but you're a nice guy. I'm sure you'll find a great girl. Pat on the back of like shame, Then you have the game plan, which is a complete tactical playbook built on over 10,000 approaches. This book, to explain what's in it, I couldn't even do that in a few minutes because it's over 250 pages. It covers everything from the mindsets you need to have about game. And if you have the wrong mindset, like I got a comment the other day from a guy. Let me show you this. I got a comment of someone who had a really bad mindset, and he doesn't even try because he has this mindset. I get comments like this on a daily basis. It's kind of sad how many people think this way. But let me read part of this at least. I'm not afraid of rejection because I expect her to reject me. I feel that why would she want me when she can have anyone else? Well, I'm afraid of her saying yes. The pressure's on. Where do I take her? What do I say to her? Will she then reject me because I have no game? I'm afraid of intimacy. I'm worried of her reaction when she sees what little I have. You do not speak for me, nor do you understand my issues of self-confidence. I'm out. Now, that's maybe an extreme example, but think about how if you have those beliefs, you have that mindset, you are going to destroy yourself. You're going to get worse and worse over time. Your self-esteem is going to go downhill because you're not going to try. You're not going to take action that could lead to successes. And so you're just going to believe you're less and less attractive. You're going to go more and more into scarcity year in and year out. And so when you have beliefs that for whatever reason you're not good enough and that approaching women will get you a bad reputation or you'll just get rejected or whatever, beliefs that stop you from trying, you will prove yourself right. You will create a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so the game plan will prevent you from doing that, or if you're already doing that, it will fix that. And then it has guides on pretty much every aspect of game that are crucial to success. The turning point is about the 5 phases of game. So the 5 phases of game start with analysis paralysis, then they go into desensitization, and so on and so forth. So most guys are stuck in one of these phases where they're a beginner or maybe intermediate and knowing exactly how to get to the next phase. So if you're stuck with desensitization, until you get desensitized, you're not going to get that great of results. You can learn all kinds of fancy lines and gimmicks and tricks, but if you're not desensitized to rejection and you have a lot of anxiety about approaching and you get tight and uncomfortable, it's not really going to work out. Right? You're not going to get very good results from your approaches, even if you're learning these fancy lines. So you need to focus on getting desensitized, because when you have the right energy and you're not like freezing and paralyzed from the fear of rejection, once you're able to do that, everything else will work 10 times better. And then you can focus on the next sticking point, which would be getting girls to consistently invest emotionally to where you don't get flakes. So this goes over all the sticking points, the major ones that you're going to be stuck at one of these, and gives you an exact blueprint, exact step-by-step guide to get out of that one and move to the next phase. Then you have Zero Fucks Given, which is about confidence in general, social confidence in general. It's about getting out of your head. It's about having a strong frame of reality. It's about being okay with being assertive, being dominant, taking control, being gregarious, being charismatic and expressive instead of wooden and tight and overly serious and logical. It's about getting all of those parts of your personality to stop being hidden, to stop getting in your own way with those. And then the trial puts all of this together in a 8-week challenge that is structured very in detail. It's not just week 1 do this, week 2 do this. It's much more detailed than that. And even if you're a complete beginner, the first challenges are easy enough that you can use them to get started, to build some momentum. So you're not going to overwhelm yourself or burn out because you're not expected to do something unrealistic. And then you can build on those wins. And by the end of 8 weeks, you'll be able to approach girls, get numbers, get dates. And all you have to do is just follow the steps, like P90X, right? It's very simple. Follow the steps and you will get results. So for Black Friday, by clicking the link in the description, you get the God Mode God Mode course, the Match Multiplier course, the Spark, the Turning Point, the Game Plan, and more. So it's $305 if you buy them separately, but you get all of that for just $77 until Cyber Monday. So click the link in the description to get your copy. All right. Now, hopefully there weren't technical difficulties. Yeah, you definitely do need to read it. Thank you for getting the book, but if you want to, get results, you do have to read it. I can't guarantee you get anything out of it if you don't. All right, so now I gotta set up the videos really quick. Maybe I'll answer a question or two before we look at this Todd V versus John Anthony infield. And if you want me to do more of these live stream infield breakdowns, make sure to leave a like. If I see a good amount of likes, that tells me that people want more of it, right? And if it doesn't get a lot of likes, it doesn't get a lot of views, I'm not going to do more of these. So if you like this style of video, definitely leave a like. And the YouTube algorithm recently has changed to where likes and comments are much more heavily weighed. So it's something that, costs you nothing, takes a couple seconds, and helps me. If you think my content has value, it helps that spread to other people for more people to see it. All right, so there's the Todd V. All right, what do you guys want me to go over first? A clip by Todd V or a clip by John Anthony? Oh, you can just see a blank screen. Well, that's not good. I guess I hope that wasn't true the whole time. No one else said anything. Just sent a link. I'm not sure what you mean. All right, John Anthony or Todd V? Once we get to 5 votes, I'll start going over the footage. Oh, I did mention I was going to show some. So when you have good pictures on dating apps, here's the kind of thing that will happen. These are both today, so this is just in one day. So here's a message. Now, I'm not actually. Well, I will be unbiased. I didn't make it a poll. I'm I'm new to live streaming, bro. I don't know how to do all that shit. I'm just waiting for people to say. I'll figure the polls out later. So just put it in the comments. So this girl said, "Hey, I'm not going to waste your time. You seem really attractive and like a genuinely nice guy. I'm only in Las Vegas for tonight on a quick trip, and I was just looking for someone to spend the night with at my hotel. Super casual, nothing wild. If that's not your vibe, totally cool." And here's some pictures. You can tell she's not like, some troll or something. So that's one example. And this girl, I'm probably not going to meet because I want to get infield. And also, I'm a little bit more romantic. I actually like to go on a date first. Maybe that's crazy, but just going straight to a girl's place just to sleep with her who I don't know if I really like her or, I don't know. That's not really my thing, but I have done it before and I've done it from the same dating app pictures. So there's always the chance, like, could that be a fake profile? It didn't look like it. It could be, but I've actually done that before with these same pictures. And then here's another girl. She said, the first part's kind of boring, but she said, "I see your profile says you know about Tantra, and I have so many questions." And if you don't know, basically Tantra is the yoga of sex. So that's something that you'll learn in the online course, the Match Multiplier. If you set up your profile right and you bring up sex in the right way, so Tantra is spiritual. So because it's spiritual, it's way less aggressive, it causes way less resistance, and then you're going to get messages where girls right away, and some who seem like classy and like the nice girl archetype, just immediately bring the conversation to sex. And then you can very easily get the girl straight to your place from that. So that's the kind of thing when you get good pictures, which, by the way, half the pictures on my Tinder account are pictures I took of myself with my phone. Which, if you want to see those exact pictures, they're in the course. All right, so I'm seeing more people want to see Todd first, so let's get into some footage.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. You look highly elegant.
Really?
Really, you do, actually. Todd.
All right, the initial opener, you look highly elegant. I'm fine with that. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think there's anything bad about it. It's basically a semi-direct opener, which means you're not making a sexual compliment. You're not saying, "Hey, you're hot." You're not saying, actually, this girl told me that she went home with a guy who just opened her by saying like he liked her ass. So, you know, you can be super direct, but um this is not so overt. It's not indirect though either, because indirect would be, you know, like asking her opinion on something, right? Or asking for directions if you want to be really meek and indirect about it. But what he's doing here is there's still kind of a somewhat of an implication. If you know, It's Always Sunny, the implication. There's somewhat of an implication that he's attracted to her, but it's not so overt, and there's room for interpretation. And so I like that kind of opener because it doesn't put you in a box as much, and it doesn't force her to make a split decision as much, right? There's more room that even if she's initially not like, oh, I like this guy, she can still be like, oh, thank you, and give you room to talk. Whereas if you say, hey, you're hot, and she's not about it, like initially in her first impression, she'll just say, no, thank you. So there's pros and cons, and I'm not going to go into it in depth, but it's definitely a solid way to open. And then elegant is kind of a unique word you wouldn't hear very often, but that's still positive. And it fits him because he's very intellectual. It would fit me too. I'm kind of, you know, more the nerdy, reads a lot kind of archetype. So keep that in mind. Like, would the opener fit your archetype? But I think it's solid. And his demeanor, his vibe, he's not like overtly charismatic, but he's also very nonchalant and not overbearing and not aggressive, which especially in day game, it's a bit different. At night, you need to get their attention more. But in day game, what you want to do is get their attention and seem confident, but not scare them, not make them uncomfortable. And that's all about your demeanor, how close you get to her, how intense you are. And if you're like, hey, which, you know, that's what I did at first, thanks to Julian, RSC Julian, but then you can freak them out and it's too much, right? So this is a good vibe on the initial approach.
That was quite the like Hi. Hey. How you doing?
Cock block. Cock block comes right in, everyone's worst nightmare.
I was about to pull out a chair into your skateboard. I assume you guys are friends. Nice to meet you. Todd. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Plays it off super cool, right? Doesn't get reactive. He's smiling, doesn't get upset, and he says, I assume you guys are friends. So he's assuming something that benefits him as opposed to assuming they're boyfriend, girlfriend, which he might say they are just to get rid of him, especially since he just approached her. So that's a better frame, and it's very unreactive. So far, this is good. By the way, I've never seen this clip before. I've seen some Todd V open or Todd V infield, but the footage I'm going over today, this is my first time seeing it.
Hey, good to meet you.
Yeah. Are you local?
I am for the moment. I'm here for this month.
Nice.
So
nice.
yeah, for just.
Good sign. Like, she did not have to ask that, right? She didn't have to fill that conversational gap. And she's asking a question that's basically a logistical question that means, can I date you? Right? If you're not a local, then, oh, he just wants to have sex. If you are a local, oh, there's potential here, right? So that's a very good sign that she's basically finding out if you qualify.
Where you
A
guys,
little bit too.
where you guys headed right now?
Cashmere shavism it's specific to cashmere shavism because my mom, funny enough, was cashmere shavis. I don't know what the term is, but she was a part of that. I've gone to ashrams. That's partly why I got into meditation since growing up. This is off topic, but I didn't know it was specific to cashmere shavism.
We gotta go to the man.
I thought it was just Hinduism in general.
And my sister works there. Oh, there. Oh, we're going home?
Fair enough. We're actually going there.
All right, so he doesn't seem to be about it. He's not the biggest fan of Todd. He probably has no game and is jealous. But he doesn't have enough leverage because Todd is being friendly. He's not being aggressive. He's not doing anything weird. He doesn't have the leverage, and she's being receptive to just say fuck off, that's the dynamic that you want to create, where it would make him look bad and weird if he tried to get rid of you.
Night, but like late night though. Like for like the yeah. Are you gonna be there for shit? You gonna be there in a little bit, or are you just for a little?
Just for a little bit.
Okay. So would you go out a bit?
Yeah.
All right. I'll get in touch with you. I'm not in town that long.
Right.
But I'll give you a ring, let you know what's
Yeah.
up. Is that cool? All right. 1 second.
Here, just give me your number and then I'll
Text it?
shoot you a text. Yeah.
Works. That's faster anyway.
Right. What is it?
And then you add the contacts.
And then like once we're all getting ready, I'll shoot you a text to what you're doing.
Sure.
Just call.
Okay, call it right now. That works. That's the best. Give it a second to go through.
Okay. And my
Awesome.
name
I got that.
Okay.
Of course. Pleasure.
is. Yeah, my thing is like glitches.
Let's
Todd.
see what happens.
Okay. You should have got me.
Let's see.
This is the ideal way to get a number, by the way, is to get her to text you from her phone. It's not always feasible, but that's ideal because then she's already texted you, so it's not a random number texting her. So the dynamic there, it's just it's not a big deal. But if you're being like min-maxing, it's the best way to do it. The worst is to have her get your number but not text immediately, which is what a lot of guys do. And if most girls are just not going to be proactive, they're not going to send that first text, even if they were into you, unless they're really, really into you. And it depends on their level of confidence in general. They probably won't do it because it requires them to be proactive. So if you have her add you, make sure that she texts you her name right away. Or if you're at a bar, you can add, "Oh my God, it was amazing meeting you, heart, heart, heart," something like that, which is kind of creates an inside joke. And if she was drinking that night, she might not even remember she sent it and be like, "Who is this guy? Like, why did I send that text?" So either way, it works in your favor.
My phone.
I'll shoot you a text
I think I
right
do.
now.
I think I have it.
I'll shoot you a text right now.
Perfect. I'll catch you later tonight. Nice to meet you. Hey.
So it was a little short, but that was good. That was a good approach. It's not his fault it was short because he knows the guy is actively not enjoying the situation. So he doesn't want to overstay it and create more and more friction that could eventually cause problems. But with the time frame he had and dealing with the cock block and in terms of his opener and his vibe, there's nothing he really did badly there. Everything was solid. And that was overall a pretty good approach. John Anthony's critique of Todd V is that he's too gimmicky, too gamey, which in that approach, he definitely wasn't. All right, now let's see some of the GOAT.
I want to take you on like a proper date. I just moved here from Las Vegas.
From Las Vegas.
Right, hold on. Is there a way I can easily switch between these? That could be a problem.
I want to take you on like a proper date. I just moved here from Las Vegas.
From Las Vegas.
2 weeks ago.
Right.
I want to take you on.
You're mucho suave,
I want to take you on. Yes.
So you had a lot of training, man. You should have been a little more smooth.
Were we
Thanks.
in the middle?
I'm
I'm just trying to help you here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Just try to give me some.
All right, so he seems very sober, very, very sober. And the girl says, "You're not smooth and you don't have game," which, maybe not exactly what you want to hear. And yeah, she also seems drunk. Maybe not exactly what you want to hear, but we'll see where it goes.
Shit, and I just it just rolls off me.
Why is it showing that whole thing? Uh-oh. Oh, that's the wrong video. Sorry, boomer moment. That's not the edit. Give me 1 second. All right, if you have any questions, now would be a good time, but that was just one video, not the compilation. Deal audio. There we go.
I'm sorry, you look absolutely compelling.
And again, if you like this format of doing live infield breakdowns, coach
So you
versus
had
coach
a lot of
videos,
training, man.
which I haven't done in a while, make sure to leave a like. And based on how many likes there are, how well this video does, is whether I'll do more of these, because they take a lot of effort in terms of gathering the clips, the editing takes more, etc. I like doing them, but if not enough people watch them or like them, then I'm not going to keep doing it.
So you had a lot of training, man. You should have been a little more smooth.
Were we
Thanks.
in the middle?
I'm just trying to help you here.
I'm just kidding. Hey, you trying to get in this? Here, I'll play here in front of you. You can jerk off to it. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so tells her something about jerking off to it and grabs her from behind and she tries to get away. Yeah, that's the GOAT.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I just want to.
All right, so he approaches her from behind and taps her on the shoulder. He is 6'4". He told me when he challenged me to a boxing match, he was trying to be intimidating. It was kind of hilarious. He's like, by the way, I'm 6'4", 240 or whatever. How much do you weigh? Goofy. But he's tapping her from the shoulder, being 6'4". That's gonna, and approaching from behind, that's gonna freak a girl out, right? Like that's not it. Anything can work. Some girls will still be receptive, but that is not ideal, to say the least.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I just want to meet you really quick. I have jeans.
Okay.
All right, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like he's slurring his words. Hey, can you maybe really quick? He's also he's not speaking with a breaking report tonality. He sounds very soft. And he is approaching from behind, freaking her out, and sounds like he's slurring his words drunk in the day, as far as I can tell. Interesting.
Cool.
Thank you.
I used to wear like destroyed jeans like all the time. Yeah, like
Best friend got
stop.
them for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you get those from?
I honestly have no idea where she got them.
They're like almost like shorts.
Yeah, basically, honestly.
Okay, very alpha laugh. You know, that's high confidence men, high status men. That's what they do. They're, oh, I wear those a lot. That's a low status, insecure laugh, and that's very weird that someone with 1,000+ whatever leg count would do that. That's something like brand new clients who've never approached a girl do that like really need help.
But they're like high waisted, they come up all the way up here. But
Oh, no way.
yeah, so.
Your jeans come to like right here?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. But then the back too, right?
Yeah, she did that. So.
Oh, she like made
Yeah,
them?
well, this, it came like that, and then she did even more, and she ripped it in the back too.
Oh,
So.
damn.
Yeah.
I think you're like super cute also.
Well, thank
I just moved here.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm
I just moved here from California like yesterday.
really.
I'm like brand new to the area.
Wow, I moved here from North Carolina like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
My best friend lives in Charlotte. What are you?
That's where I'm from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been down there a bunch.
You like it?
It was nice. Yeah.
Oh, what part of California are you from?
San Diego.
So yeah, guys, I mean, let me know what you think, but he seems, I don't know, he's probably had like 8 drinks, as big as he is, maybe more, because I know, you know, based on my own experience with drinking, which is not something I do really anymore, but whenever I have drank, to get to the point where you sound, you know, that unable to formulate a sentence, it takes a lot of drinks.
Yeah. What are you up to right now?
Actually,
Like I've done in the past, there are a couple times I did live streams when I had drank, and I could tell, you know, my demeanor was different or was off or was kind of, you know, more slurish or whatever. And for it to be to the point like this, it was when I had like a lot of drinks.
to go to Nordstrom Rack, and then I have to go back to my apartment because I'm still like organizing everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like settling in now too.
Yeah.
I'm like staying with a friend in Brooklyn. I'm like looking for.
A lot of people take John Anthony lifestyle seriously. In my experience, a lot of the people who I've known that have taken his boot camp, they had autism or they seemed like they had autism. So I think there's definitely a correlation there. But so, you know, he's got infield, right? And he posted a video every day for years. So people start to believe, right? And he speaks with certainty. So people will believe that guy's legit. A beginner, you know, is open-minded. They don't really know who's legit, who's not. You can't tell unless you see the infield broken down. You can't tell that it's actually really terrible. Yeah, not drinking is Sharma. Just keep not drinking. That's the way to go about it. Drinking with game is a terrible idea.
In Manhattan. I want to live like Midtown area. And that
You
kind
want
of
to live in
shit.
Midtown?
Yeah.
I found a place in like Harlem, but like West Harlem on Riverside. Like it's okay so far.
How long is the subway ride down here? Is it like an hour? 45 minutes or something?
From Harlem?
Yeah. That's like way up north, right?
Yeah, but from like it's 145th, so it's 30 minutes on the one train. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
used to travel from Staten Island when I first moved here. 'Cause I didn't have a place. So
Oh, really?
that was.
Do you model at all?
No.
Oh, no, you have like that look, like with
Oh, well, thank you.
super nice smile and stuff.
So that's funny. That's like the corny line that you're never supposed to say, that, cheesy, lame guys say. Are you a model? Uh, so his verbal game so far is, some of it's normal. Like it's not actively bad, but that wasn't great. The opener was pretty awkward. She seems receptive, and it's important to be aware that you can do bad game and some girls will still be receptive. So even if you do everything wrong, some girls will still like you, which is good if you're a beginner and you suck. I mean, you can't do everything wrong, but you can do a lot of things wrong. And as long as you, just do a couple things decently enough, and she just happens to be ovulating, maybe she just broke up with her boyfriend, maybe she has a fetish for your type, whatever type that might be, she had really good sex with a bald guy, you're bald, and she has an association. This girl that I pulled the other day said I looked like her ex, so that probably helped. So there's some girls are just going to be receptive like that, even if you do everything wrong, but it doesn't like that's good for a beginner, but that also means just because someone gets a good reaction doesn't mean his game is good. So I want to clarify that.
Thank you.
Are you down to meet out for a drink this week?
Of course.
Yeah? What's your info?
704.
Oh, sick. Tell me your name one more time.
It's
Oh, yeah, each other.
so it's
Asking for directions is a good beginner approach if you have approach anxiety. And it's not a horrible approach. It's just kind of the way I would describe it is kind of it's like you're hiding your intentions and you don't think you're high value enough to just be straight up. So it just kind of implies you have low status or low abundance, right? Like you need to hide your intentions.
Okay, 704. Cool. I'm John. Nice to meet you. You're pretty tall too. How tall are you?
I want to say like 5'11". I don't want to say I'm 6.
Oh, that's pretty tall
Yeah,
for a girl.
I know.
You wear heels?
I do.
Then you can't talk. Then most guys are all like.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard.
Have you ever okay, you gotta be honest. Have you ever made out with a dude that's like down here?
That's
and
short?
Are
No.
you leaning over?
No, I've always dated guys that are either my height or taller.
Yeah.
Because I can't do short.
Do you date white guys often or what? Are you like black guys?
I've been on dates with white guys,
Yeah.
but I've never been in a relationship with a white guy.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Whenever I it's like same for me. But like
Do
whenever
you often date black girls?
Bro, like there's a vacuum of charisma happening. Do you date white guys? You mostly date black guys? Just the way his delivery, right? Like his energy, nonverbal communication is just not great.
I have some, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, one was like I used to live in Vegas. One was like a model out in Vegas.
Oh my God.
It is a bit of a weird question, but I actually kind of like it in the sense, as long as you don't like start sounding racist or something, and that it's, just a little bit emotionally charged, and it's not super boring. So I don't think it's the worst question, but if you follow it up, it could definitely go downhill fast if you say the wrong thing.
One in San Diego.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god! But they always ask me though. I was like, have you ever dated a black girl before?
Well,
Like,
it's not like a typical. I'm not saying it's not typical, but it's. I come across it less in my life.
yeah.
Yeah, but hey,
What do you do for work?
I'm an assistant buyer.
Oh, cool.
I work for a store called. It's like mostly focused in the southern states.
Oh,
I work
sick.
in the men's department.
Oh, nice. What made you move to New York?
They promoted me, so
Ooh.
yeah, that's
Boom.
what. Get money.
So you got like a big promotion, got a new spot all hooked up.
Used to it.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
What's your schedule like to get a drink? Oh, this is your fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
chilling.
just noticed. That's
You honestly just have to let me know. How is your schedule? Like what do you
pretty
do?
open. I run a company,
Oh wow.
so it's like pretty open. I like DJ on the side.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to get like One Oak and stuff like that. No, the reason why I asked like if you're a model because you like do your makeup all nice and shit, and you have like your lips are all like full.
Thank you. Like a lot of people ask. I just never took the time out to try to do it.
Would you ever get into it? I know.
So the verbal game there, that was probably the best part, because he's sexualizing, saying your lips are really full or whatever, and he can tell. I don't know if he can tell if you're, drunk. It can be hard to tell, but she's being receptive, and so amping it up is generally a good idea when they're being that receptive.
Girls out there I'm friends with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try it out. But I think my work schedule is like so hectic.
Yeah.
So
I actually just that's why I moved out here too. Like we had like this. So like I'm celebrating also.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you feeling like all like spontaneous today?
Bro, that laugh, the low status, uncomfortable laugh. I just, bro, that's insane. I don't know how he posted that without cutting it out because it's so cringe.
Not too spontaneous today because I have a lot of things
No, I don't need to hang out.
to hang out.
No, not to hang out. I was gonna kiss you once.
So yeah, you could tell he was like amping up to escalate. It was kind of, there was a vibe change. It was a little off, a little weird.
Oh, no, not that spontaneous.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to kiss you right now. Oh no, I'm not that spontaneous. So bad escalation, too much, too uncalibrated. Before there was any like previous physical escalation, which usually kissing a girl on the street and you haven't even like, there's no hand holding or anything like that, is not going to happen. So that was just really uncalibrated, and it's surprising that someone with thousands of lays can't tell that that was not the time to go for it.
Now we're like right in the middle of public.
Yes, and I don't really know you.
You know me a little bit.
No, like, only for 5 minutes, literally.
That's true. All right, we'll go to Nordstrom. I'll text you this week. We'll coordinate.
Yeah,
figure it
sounds
out.
good.
All right.
Very nice to meet
Cool.
you,
Do you remember my
John.
name? Remember? All right.
All right, have a good day.
See you later.
All right, so that's John's first approach. Very interesting, to say the least. I guess second, if we consider the one where he grabbed the old lady from behind. All right, let's... Okay, cool. It saves the spot. Sweet. All right, so I am going to... I'm just going to get some water. I'll be right back. Just give me a second. If you guys, if you listen carefully, you might be able to hear the F1 races going on. I live right by the Strip in Vegas, and the racetrack's right there. You can hear, I don't know if the mic catches it at all, but you can hear the... All right, so let's go back to Todd, his next approach.
I'll shoot you a text
I think I
right
do.
now.
I think I have it.
I'll shoot you a text right now.
Perfect. I'll catch you later tonight. Nice to meet you. Hey. I'm sorry, you look absolutely compelling.
I'm waiting for a friend.
All right, another indirect opener. Absolutely compelling. I like it.
I expect that. I expect someone as lovely as your first appearance suggests would have.
Old school compliance test, holding her hand longer than normal. Not something I usually do, but because it's, it's a little weird to do, but I also see the value because if she'll hold your hand for a long time, you have a sense that, oh, she's really receptive, right? And you're making her comfortable, getting comfortable with physical touch. Too much of an emphasis on money, status, and the red pill. Yeah, of course. Way too much. Money especially. Money doesn't really do much for game except, well, you can afford like boot camps and you can live in a better location with a better apartment, right? So I can live, at a nice apartment that's a walking distance from Caesar's Palace. That's a benefit, right? That's useful. But other than that, money doesn't really help with game. Except if you have a lot of savings, you don't have to work and you have free time, that can help. But money, there's really no benefits. And if anything, you're just more likely to end up like a Kosh Singe and meet a predatory woman who uses you and doesn't even like you. So you become a mark.
No idea what you mean by that. Apparently at this moment I'm talking to you. We're gonna grab a drink in a little bit, but what is your story quickly before you meet your friend and vanish from my life forever?
All right, that was a good, what do you call it? False time constraint. Before you vanish from my life forever, really quickly, he's making it so he's not putting on too much pressure, right? He's lowering the pressure and he's showing that he's not going to be clingy. He's not going to overstay his welcome if she doesn't want him to stick around.
My story quickly is that I'm visiting in California.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how long are you home?
Tomorrow is when I leave.
What are your plans for tonight? We need to make it exciting.
Yeah. Going out with my friends. I used to live here, so.
Okay. Your friends should join my friends. Because that's the only way that I'm going to get to meet you well.
Where are you guys going out?
Maybe LES, maybe meatpacking. We'll figure it out. I know a couple promoters, so we'll see what they have and go
Yeah, I was
from
gonna head to meatpacking. I think we're just gonna keep it mellow in like East Village area,
there. Yeah.
kind of thing.
Let's do this. Why don't
If you live in New York, in my experience, East Village is better for game than meatpacking.
where in California are you? LA or San Francisco?
Closer to San Francisco.
Where? And I travel.
So he's doing a lot with his facial expressions, right? There's a bit of a smirk, a bit of a challenging way. If you just, this is something that'll be very easy to miss, but you just look at how he's holding himself, how he's looking at her, and he's adding some tension. He's making it more emotional and less logical because the conversation's kind of logical right now, but he's making it less boring with that, right? With the vibe he's creating.
A lot, but I usually stay in because I do work out there. So
You live here though?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'll answer this really quickly. After hooking up, that's very different. Yeah, I mean, why not follow up? Just you don't want to do it in a way that seems too needy. You send like a GIF. So an example would be like the skeleton waiting or the Homer Simpson fading into the grass, something like that.
I'm a public speaker, so I technically don't work here. I technically work everywhere, and then I come back here to have fun between periods of work, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah. Here's the place to have fun. That's what I'm back here for this week, just to mess around and then I'm back.
So can I entice you to come back?
Entice me to come back where?
Here.
Oh, eventually I'm gonna be back.
I mean, not like this street corner. I'd prefer that the next time we hang out, we do it inside somewhere, sort of posh and relatively nice. Yeah. I prefer to not meet girls on the street, but I didn't have a choice in your case, and you seem worth it.
Thank you. I have actually never been approached on the street. So.
Really?
Actually, that's the most interesting part of this interaction. This one, it's still solid, but it's not as good as the previous one. It's a little more dry. However, she just said, and she looks like a classy, smart, attractive girl. We can't see her face, so she could have buck teeth or something, but probably. At least decent. Never been approached before on the street. Think about that. Think about how much opportunity that means there is. Because there's not an issue of too many men approaching. On dating apps, there's an issue of too much volume of men swiping, DMing, etc. And there's a lot of competition. In real life, never been approached. And at bars, I've noticed less guys approach than ever before. There's still some, for sure. Less than ever before, and most of them are drunk.
Well, normally I don't hang out on street corners too often. I try to avoid that.
It's good. I appreciate that. That certainly excludes certain professions for you, which I appreciate. It's good. Yeah, at least if inside somewhere sort of posh and relatively nice. Yeah. I prefer to not meet girls on the street, but I didn't have a choice in your case, and you seem worth it.
Thank you. I have actually never been approached on the street.
Great line. I don't usually, not true, but I don't usually approach girls on the street, but I didn't have a choice in your case. That's a really, really good compliment.
Really?
Well, normally I don't hang out on street corners too often. I try to avoid that.
It's good. I appreciate that. That certainly excludes certain professions for you, which I appreciate. It's good. Yeah, at least if you do them well.
No, I'm
That was witty. I like it. If you didn't catch that, he's saying basically that means you're definitely not a hooker, which is a, it's not exactly a tease, but sort of. It's, creating a little friction. It's an emotional spike, I guess would be the better term. And it's a good one that in that context, if you say that in any other context, it could be really weird. But it was a nice little bit of wit.
That was really bad.
Yeah, 100%. One of my wings in Vegas, very average looking, and you would be shocked by the girls he pulls all the time. Yeah, the new infield is included. Yeah, that's somewhere in the compilation.
This, why don't... Mary B just sent you a text message.
She talks to me way too much.
Please don't tell her that.
She's my neighbor, Becca.
So, is there any reason for the city other than just to visit right now, or?
No, not right now. I hadn't been back for a couple months, so I just moved back out of here December. So just missed everyone. Wanted to see everyone I worked with and all my friends.
Love it. I will let you know where we end up later tonight.
Okay.
If you want.
Sounds good.
So you're off of school right now, or what's your deal?
Well, I'm going back to school in the fall. I'm out of school temporarily. No,
You're
for
a
the
fashion.
semester.
That
I
explains
was
the elegant
fashion
appearance.
until I moved back to California.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, let me know where you go. I'll let you know where we go and whatever.
All right. Sounds good. Yes. Lovely to meet you.
You as well. Hopefully, I will always, forever be the cutest, best man. No, actually, maybe not. If you ever meet a
Public
cuter,
speaker. I hear what I know.
if you ever meet a cuter, better man than me on the street, marry him instantly. But it doesn't exist, so I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry to have ruined street for you ever.
I guess this is it. I
Lindsay,
was
elegant
fashion
appearance.
until I moved back to California.
I want to hear that again.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, let me know where you go. I'll let you know where we go and whatever.
All right. Sounds good. Yes. Lovely to meet you.
You as well. Hopefully, I will always, forever be the cutest, best man. No, actually, maybe not. If you ever meet a
Public
cuter,
speaker. I hear what I know.
if you ever meet a cuter, better man than me on the street, marry him instantly. But it doesn't exist, so I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry to have ruined street for you ever.
I guess this is it. Then,
All right, I think he's putting his feet on the gas a little hard there. That you'll never meet a better guy on the street because they don't exist. A little cheesy, but not horrible. And the part before was solid. The part where he said, the whole lines about if you meet another guy in the street, blah blah. That was good. It was like a nice little mini role play or whatever. That last part, a little much. Overall, solid interaction. One line that I didn't like. Several that I thought were really, really good. His overall demeanor, like it's not amazing in terms of how charismatic he is, but it's solid and he's nonchalant and he's not trying too hard. And he's grounded. So that's all really solid. Well above average. So far, I mean, it's an interesting competition between the GOAT, John Anthony Lifestyle, greatest of all time, versus Todd. Really, really close, I would say. All right, let's go back to John.
Jacket, where did you get that jacket?
It's from Urban Outfitters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Thank you.
What are you guys up to right now?
We're walking, just exploring.
Me too. I just moved here from California yesterday.
Oh, really?
I'm like brand new.
All right, so he's rushing. Nice jacket. You have a really nice jacket. He's also speaking with an upward, not exactly alpha, a very lilting upward kind of apologetic tonality, and also speaking very fast in a way that he doesn't seem like he believes what he says has value or that he has value.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm like taking it all in. It's like too crazy for me right now. Like I'm used to like.
Well, you're in a crazy area.
I'm used to. I'm used Just like chill, like San Diego life, like by the beach and stuff. All this shit like in your face. Are you?
Sounds like he's slurring his words again to me. Which, you know, maybe he just wasn't good at English then, or maybe all of his infields, he's drunk. Which, I don't know what conclusion you would draw if the only way he can get infield is to get drunk. That wouldn't be ideal.
Wait, are you interested in meeting up during the week?
What's that?
Are you interested in getting a drink during the week?
Sure.
Yeah? Cool. I was like how tall you are. How tall are you?
Big heels.
Oh, okay.
I'm 5'8".
Okay. What, your friends are all like...
I know.
Wait, what's your number?
What's that?
What's your number?
What's your name?
Oh, John.
John, nice to meet you.
What was your number?
I actually have a mutual friend that just moved to San Diego.
Oh, I thought you meant you and I do. I was like, what?
No, we have a mutual friend.
I was like, we didn't Facebook at each other. How do you know? Wait, what's your number?
561.
Quick reminder, if you want me to do more of these, make sure to give it a like. That tells the algorithm you want more of this content. It'll get more views. I'll be incentivized to do more coach versus coach breakdowns. So make sure to give it a like if you like this. And really quickly, for anyone who didn't see, there's a link in the description of this video. I'll also put it in the comments. For Black Friday, I am offering 4 books and 3 online courses, including a brand new one, which shows you how to get much better pictures for online dating of yourself without needing a photo shoot, even if you have no friends, you'll be able to get much better pictures of yourself. And I go through exactly how to do it, and I show live demonstrations of getting high quality pictures, then editing them, how I do it, how I get the pictures, the angles, the lighting, the outfits, facial expressions, everything very precise, very step by step. And for a lot of you who think, oh, you're just, oh, I'm not good looking enough for online dating or whatever, you just have really bad pictures. And if you dial this in, you'll be surprised at the kind of results you can get. Let me find the link to put in the comments. There we go. Okay, that's annoying. All right, 1 second. I haven't done that many live streams, so there will be some technical awkwardness. All right, that should work. And in there, by the way, there's over 5 hours of infield footage, not just approaches. This is not on YouTube, by the way, but complete pulls, all the way from approaching to taking the girl home. All right, let's get back to the footage.
Cool. What are you doing later on? Yeah, no, I had a long night. You said? Oh, nice. So like still hungover.
A little bit, yeah.
Are you buzzed right now?
No. We didn't drink it.
I don't know if it was a mimosa brunch.
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
Cool.
I work in advertising.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, cool. Are you working?
It's a great laugh.
I run a company. We like and all that stuff.
Cool.
What about you? Do you work? Oh, you did? Do you work?
Work on beauty brands.
Oh, nice.
He's walking with her for a little too long.
Do you work for an agency or what?
Uh-huh.
Cool. What do you, what is your...
It's kind of funny that as we go over his footage, the viewership just quickly goes down, and then when it's Todd V's footage, it goes up.
You don't do any media buying or anything, right?
No, I'm an art director.
An art director? Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know a shitload about art?
I know something about it.
I'm trying to figure out how old you are. Are you 25?
No, I'm 33.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
10. How old do I look?
I don't know.
I'm 32.
In your 30s.
Yeah, I'm 32. Everyone always guesses 26, 27, but I don't think I look that young. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go wander around over there.
Okay.
But I'll text you later.
So nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Take care.
Okay, I mean, the girl was receptive right from the beginning. You'll get yes girls in terms of what he did. Speaking too fast, sounds drunk. very soft tonality, seems very timid, right? Not very confident. Didn't really say anything interesting. His verbal game, his system or structure, his verbal game was, yeah, he was kind of self-qualifying. His verbal game is just basic conversation with no emotion, I guess. So, yeah, not the worst I've ever seen, but not the greatest I've ever seen. All right, let's go over one more clip of Todd.
Well, you put it on yourself. All right, my friend.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll meet you soon.
All right, bye.
Hey, hey. You are way too fast for me normally on that thing, but I have to meet you. Hi, I'm Todd. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
You have the most adorably, sort of flustered but innocent thing going on.
All right. Definitely ballsy to approach a girl on a bike. I like that.
I'm hot.
Well, you shouldn't be so arrogant just meeting a guy.
So that line obviously worked really well. He said flustered but feisty. Interesting combination. But she was definitely reacting, and he doubles down on it and gets her to react more emotionally, right? To start laughing harder. So very strong start.
You're
Hey,
cute and everything.
no. Not like that.
And you have a good sense of humor.
And there's the
Where are you
push-pull, right? You shouldn't be so arrogant.
taking to this exact moment?
Yeah,
And you're going to wait through one light with me. How do you feel about this?
Okay.
Yeah?
One light, but then I gotta go to the gym.
I understand. You got to work out. I get it. It's important. So adorable. I'm sorry. I don't usually, talk to girls on bikes. It's all new for me.
Okay, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really talk to guys.
Ever at all?
On a bike.
Are you shy?
No.
No? You're outgoing and crazy.
Super crazy.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I like this. What are you doing after the gym?
All day. It's so lame.
That's no fun. You need to take with a cute boy at some point. Because here's what I'm told. I don't know if this is true, but I read somewhere that when you eat, the calories, they help you with your brain. Like your brain uses calories. And if you don't eat, your brain's not working at maximum capacity. So what I'd really like to do, I think...
Not to be a nerd, but what he's talking about is, I want to see if I can think of the exact chemical, but he's talking about ego depletion and research on willpower from psychology from people like Roy Baumeister, for example, where if you restore by having some sugar, what is the exact? It's glucose. If you get glucose, then your energy goes up and you're able to get out of ego depletion, which is a state where you can't concentrate or focus and you have low energy.
By having a little snack with you in about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours.
I don't know if I can because I have to do it at midnight, but maybe another day.
Actually,
Today's crazy. I have to miss my friend's birthday. He's like, I can't even go.
it's okay. I'm cuter than him. It doesn't matter.
That was a little, I don't know, a little self-qualifying, that line. I don't think that was the best. I'm cuter though. But another interesting thing that's playing out in this interaction potentially is the misattribution of arousal. And since we're talking about science nerd shit, I thought I'd bring it up really quick. There was a study, I believe it's called the Bridge study. I don't know the exact details, but the basic premise was they had men cross a very rickety bridge to the other side that, seemed kind of dangerous and got them very aroused, not sexually, but just like intense emotion. And then they had guys go over a normal safe bridge. On the other side was a female assistant that would ask for their number to, go over the details of the study or whatever. And what's really interesting is the men that went over the rickety bridge and were in a state of higher emotional arousal were much more likely, like half of them, 46% or something, actually asked the girl out, the assistant, on a date because they met her at this point of high arousal. Right. So it's interesting how, people talk, oh, it's all about looks, but there's a million different factors that affect dating, that affect us in terms of, interpersonal interactions. There's, even the smell. So there's certain smells that your body can give off that show genetic compatibility. Whereas if you have the wrong one, a girl will find it less attractive. If you have the right one, she'll automatically find you attractive. When women are ovulating, if they're a stripper, men will give them more tips if they're ovulating. When women are ovulating, the features they find attractive in men change. They're more likely to cheat. They're more likely to have a one-night stand. Also interesting, right? They're also more likely to wear revealing clothing like a tight dress, more likely to wear red, use red lipstick, things like that. So there's just a lot of very interesting stuff. I know it's a little off the topic at the infield, but once you go down that rabbit hole, you see how interesting and complex dating and attraction really is.
I'll take it real fast.
Okay.
Are you done with all your stuff tomorrow, or do you have stuff then
No,
too?
I have such a crazy. I'm dying, but.
All right, well, I'll save you at some point.
Yeah.
How do you spell your name?
And by the way, my point, if it wasn't clear with the bridge study, is that the reason she was laughing so hard and giving such an intense reaction is likely largely because she's in a higher state of arousal from biking.
Like it sounds? All right, what's your number? Okay, I'm Todd. I'll text you in a minute. You'll get my text at the gym. I'll talk to you later. Excuse me. Sorry. No, you're fine. You're fine. You look extremely like classy and yet edgy at the same time.
Yeah,
It's truly good. Yeah.
All right, so that was Todd V's.
About midnight, it's fucking prime time.
All right, so this one is very interesting. This one coming up of John Anthony, the GOAT. And he calls himself that, right? He says he's the greatest of all time very frequently.
Is that his voice?
This is the girl I told you about earlier.
The what?
No, I was like, do you like that fucking hair that she's rocking? He was like, I fucking love.
So he was like, do you like that hair that she was rocking? That's like fucking, it doesn't show confidence to use so many filler words, to speak so rushed. Not the best start.
So lovely. No girls like wear their hair that fucking extravagant anymore these days. We want to just walk up and...
Yeah, drunk again. I mean, I believe, was an alcoholic, and I'm not making fun of that. Oh, fireworks. I was like, what the fuck is that? For F1, I guess it's starting and there's a fireworks show. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you can feel the rumbling. Anyway, he seems, significantly inebriated in this. And obviously, like, if your infield requires that takes away a lot of the value. So he wanted me to walk up and make out with you. I mean, that's a little aggressive.
What do you say? I won't do it.
And she declined. That's the second time that he's tried to go for a kiss where the girl. So it seems like he's having issues with, knowing when a girl is receptive, which could be a problem. Who the fuck? A lot of people do. Yeah, I am in Vegas right now. I live right by the racetrack, which as a local, super annoying. There's construction. I live right on the corner, so I mean, it gives me more steps because I have to walk. You can't really drive in the area.
I thought about it. What did he say?
What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say?
I like that you're forward.
What did he say? This goes moving forward. Wait, you said you want to walk up and make out with her? No, I'm just kidding.
And they just tried to.
Not if I get there first. I'm just kidding. Wow. Are you down to meet up? We're having a party later on tonight. What are you doing after this? It's my roommate's birthday, yeah. We live downtown.
So in terms of technical game, that part's good. He's basically seeding the pool, mentioning we're having an after party. And so it's less abrasive if he brings that idea up later. Right? It's seeding the pool. It's kind of like Inception. You're planning the idea. So the way he's going about it, the vibe and the going for the kiss where she didn't want to, all that's really bad. And he's approaching with his friend. Why? Why are they both talking to her at the same time? Like, what does that accomplish? These are the kind of things someone who's drunk would do, is not notice these huge mistakes they're making because they're just, they're not really about it. I mean, I do remember one time I was drunk. This is one of the things that made me, there were two really hot girls that wanted a threesome, and I didn't realize until after. So you'll miss more opportunities than you gain if you get drunk. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what his real results look like. I mean, it's been shown, people have done analyses that make it seem very likely that most of his YouTube subscribers were bought. So if he is fudging numbers to make himself look better, to get, more clients to come across a certain way, then you have to wonder, if he's doing that with subscribers, what else might he do that with? But I'm sure he has pulled. I know a guy who's kind of like him, actually. I know a guy. This guy, I think, got banned from the Vegas Strip now. But this guy, very weird, very bad energy. But he would, and not super good looking, not ugly, but not great. And he would pull a decent amount with a very weird and kind of cringe strategy where he would open a girl and then he would say, "Are you single?" That's how he opened. And if they said anything like hesitated, or they said, "Oh, yeah, I am single," then he would say, "Let's get a drink." And they're like, "Okay, he's offering a drink." Now, instead of taking the girl to the bar, what he would do is take them to the entrance of the club, the exit of the club. And there, 9 out of 10 would be like, "Whoa, what are we doing?" Or they would all say that. And he'd say, "Oh, well, my place is nearby. Let's get a drink there." And most of them would get really uncomfortable and just say no and leave. But occasionally one would be like, "All right." And then maybe a third of the ones that did that would hook up with him. So it's a very, like, there's not really, it's pure numbers game. There's not really a too much of a skill set behind that. But you could make that work. And I think knowing that, you could technically get results with something so blunt and, unromantic and just not amazing. But you can make that work, is interesting to think about. Because there's some guys who are very charismatic but get far less results. For a one night stand, you want to go to the clubs on the Strip more than Fremont.
Yeah. Fireman's birthday, yeah. I defer to the birthday boy. Listen, it's my friend's birthday tonight. We're having a party later on tonight. What are you doing after this? We live 3 blocks away. We have other friends at Flux. I know you don't want to do shots. Come with. We're going in a big group to meet up with other people at the house. We'll just do some shots.
Rushing, very high vocal tonality, very different from his videos. Slurring.
Like say about 20 minutes, and we'll go to Flux. Sound good? I know all the people at Flux. We're gonna walk in. We're gonna walk straight to front of the line.
That's why she ends up leaving with them.
When you were like, it looked really bad, I thought you meant like really shitty.
No. It looks good. It looks like.
I like that you're smart. That's like,
She is taking his hand off.
a huge thing for me.
You put your arm around her and she took it off.
Yeah, so he's leaving the club with the girl who won't. That's where I found the video, is this guy reacting to it. But she's not letting him touch her back, which is, that's shows that she's going with him because of whatever the offer was, the after party, getting shots, not because she's into him. She's not even willing to do that. That's it's very weird that you're going home together, but she won't even let you touch her. Very weird.
How tall are you without your heels? You look like super tall right now.
Another hand grab.
Super tall.
He asks every girl how tall she is because he's tall, and he wants to mention, "I'm 6'4", by the way." The fuck?
When I was a senior in high school, I was playing on the basketball team, and I was 5'8". So I was like, that's...
Now, she looks probably like in her late 30s, 40s. So, hey, if you're into older women, nothing wrong with that. But he talks about how he's only going for objective 9s and 10s. And I mean, most people wouldn't consider someone that old to be that.
That's my
Checking her
maximum
watch.
height. And I was like a point guard because everyone's...
Yeah, I haven't seen any infield where he doesn't seem to be slurring his words or self-qualifying a lot. You're right, but the point is not that it's the highest that you're going to get the most positive responses from that opener. The point is that the girls that are like really receptive will say they're single or they'll hesitate. And so then you screen out all the ones that are more on the fence. And it's not an opener I really use very often. But it's interesting the way he goes about it. By the way, if you want to see, I'm deciding whether to focus more on uh more on more on live streams or more just, the normal type of videos. But if you like this and you want to see more coach versus coach, more infield breakdowns, more live streams, please leave a like so the algorithm shows it to other people, and so I know that these are worth doing.
Can I meet really fast?
And she looks mid-40s most definitely. Which, hey, look, he's into all kinds of. He's open-minded. He's kind of very inclusive, which is good for the community, right? He has said that he has slept with trans women, so it's good that he's very open-minded. Now that might not be the only thing that's open, but
That's how you are. I'm like 6'4". You're like almost the same height.
has to say, like, she can see, bro. I'm 6'4", by the way, so you know the number, the stat. Like, she can see you. She has eyes. Like, what do you need to say that? It's so weird. It's so insecure. Very, very odd. So that one, I mean, he takes the girl home. It's possible. She's like, why not? Like, women will. It's an interesting phenomenon. I've seen it with friends who, like, we're talking to two girls, and the other girl clearly isn't really into my friend, but it's just convenient. And it's like, well, my friend's really into to me, so let's see where this goes. And they end up like hooking up, having sex with someone they're not really that into just because it's convenient. So there's so many reasons women will have sex, and the bar is not as high as a lot of people think, especially with the whole looks maxing, all that kind of stuff. Like, this guy's tall, but his face, not exactly looks maxed, like his eyes, like one is like way down here and one's way up here, very asymmetrical face. Face wise, he's below average. So seeing him, I mean, she's probably like in her 40s, but seeing him be able to have some level of success is inspiring, right? In a very specific kind of way. He doesn't have new ones, so I don't know what you're saying. Like, because they're old, there's no point. What's the? I don't really see what you're saying. That has nothing to do with the point of the video. He only approaches 4s and 5s. All right, let's go over the next Todd clip. Which, holy shit, this is an hour and a half. I kind of lost track of time. I have to go to the club
Todd.
fairly soon.
Are you on the phone or are you listening?
No. Sorry, I didn't.
No, you're fine. Yeah, I have to say, like, for you have just a very intriguing look.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it's just my own style.
I would hope so. I hope it's not somebody else's style.
No,
that would be.
I like this way.
Yeah.
I dress in this
No,
way.
you look actually, to be fair, like very LA in a way.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you from originally?
I'm kind of mixed.
Can I say, not to, like, it's an age thing. You seem more sophisticated and like.
How old do you think I am? Just be honest.
No. I would have said like 23, 24, something like that.
I'm 22. So.
It would. It's a bit forward. I would be very tempted to have, like, I don't know, like what do you do at this hour?
He's like 50 or something in this. I mean, you can see he's really gray, and this is a recent infield. He just posted this, so he's like 50 or something in this, and this 22-year-old seems to be into him. So for the guys that think age is a huge obstacle, I think this is a good example. I know a guy in Vegas who's 50 something, and he pulls younger women all the time. And personally, I don't even really want to go for usually 21, 22-year-olds. There's exceptions. I usually am not that into them. But this guy, he's in his 50s, and he's able to still 47. Okay. He's still able to get women who are very young. And sure, his success rate is not as high as mine, right? But it's still pretty solid despite that.
a bubble tea or like a salad or something with you.
Bubble tea.
Here, let's walk, and if we see something, you're going this way anyway, right?
Yeah.
Let's walk, and if we see something interesting that like catches my eye as like a food thing, then I'll
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
I'll
I'll treat you to some sweet snack or something.
Okay, that would be nice.
Yeah.
She seems very feminine and bubbly. I like that type of girl. So yeah, that was solid. There wasn't anything super unique or interesting about it. Pretty similar to the other approaches, but everything was solid about it. You know, I don't have much to add that I haven't already said, but he's nonchalant. He's grounded. The verbal game is he's not doing anything super weird. I mean, he did a couple times do things that were kind of weird in other ones, but doesn't do anything weird. Yeah, the intent's there, and he leads, right? So solid approach.
Where are you from? From Russia. Oh, cool. I'm Polish. Well, I'm from
1 second.
my parents are Polish. It's like neighbor country, right?
All right, so this is the next John Anthony clip.
I'm like 6'4". You're like almost the same height. You have the same eyes as me. Where are you from? From Russia. Oh, cool. I'm Polish. Well, I'm from New York, but my parents are Polish. It's like neighbor country, right?
Yeah.
What's your name? Oh, nice to meet you. How tall are you?
I'm 180.
Oh, I don't know. Is it 6 foot?
5'11".
Oh, 5'11".
I don't really understand it.
What do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living? The way he's speaking, the rate of speaking is very robotic and stilted, kind of awkward. Again, his pitch is still kind of submissive sounding, kind of meek. He doesn't sound not much charisma. The conversation is logical. Nothing terrible about it, but nothing great about it. So it's fine. And yeah, he appears to be drunk.
You do modeling?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Are you part of, I have a bunch of friends out here. I do DJing. So I'm a DJ.
Okay.
So I have a bunch of friends that do like, they model and they do like, they dance on the platforms for the shows.
Okay.
Like go-go dancing and stuff like that.
Okay, so it's a very obvious kind of try hard attempt at pre-selection. Oh, I know a lot of girls. I'm a DJ, which as far as I know, I've never seen any evidence that he is a DJ. I know he said at one point there was an infield where he said like, "Oh yeah, I'm opening for Tiesto at like Omnia." He said something along those lines, which wasn't true, obviously. So he'll just make it up to sound good. But and there was another one where he said the girl was from Argentina, Buenos Aires, and he told her that, "Oh yeah, I used to live there," which he admitted right after. Oh, it's just to have commonality. So he'll just make shit up, completely lie about who he is and where he's from and all that stuff, because he thinks it'll help him get laid. So something to be aware of. There's a video of him promising women a 3. I'd like to know that. I haven't seen that. I'm not aware of it.
Are you with some agency out here or what? Yeah.
Okay, so the audio on this one's ass. There is one part, because I've seen this one before. There's one part I want to show you guys. Okay. There's some themes in his approaches.
Can we meet up? Can we meet up?
We can.
Do I look like, I feel like we have the same eyes. Do I look like?
No, a little.
Mine are like blue.
Yeah, so anyone who's interested, maybe I'll go over that. But he offers women to meet, money to meet.
Can I kiss you right now?
No,
It's like a movie or something.
Okay, so again, uncalibrated, goes for the kiss 4 minutes in on the street, which it's not never going to happen, but just out of nowhere. Hey, can I kiss you right now? Not likely to work. And so that's what, the third time that he and or his friend tried to kiss a girl and they rejected it. I haven't had that happen that many times in the last year. I think I maybe had one girl reject a kiss in the last like at least 6 months total. And he in his infield, it's happening constantly. Now he goes for it. So he doesn't, he tries to escalate, but how can your calibration, your sense of when to do what, right? How receptive she is. How can it be so bad when you're at the 1,000+ lay count? I don't know. That's kind of insane to me.
Doesn't it feel like a movie?
And she like tries to walk away and then he starts following her. Not the best look.
No, doesn't it feel like your hair is on it? Felt like
So yeah, that one I'm gonna say probably a flake number. Just a wild guess. All right. We have one more John clip.
This is
All right, so he tells his wing, doesn't want to do it himself, do this one.
I don't know what parts either.
No, you don't either? Well,
The alpha laugh of all alpha laughs. It's like almost Mickey Mouse or something. It's so uncomfortable. And it just shows so much insecurity and like a lack of self-love, right? A lack of self-esteem. So in a way, it's kind of sad. Like that laughter is like, if you know Rick and Morty, you know how he says wubba lubba dub dub? There's one episode where Birdman explains that wubba lubba dub dub is about how he's like in this state of deep despair and like has no hope. This is kind of like Rick and Morty's wubba lubba dub dub. Like it's a reflection of his deep down inner beliefs about himself. Wubba lubba dub dub. So it's kind of sad in a way. I almost feel bad for him if it wasn't for all he's done.
What's your name?
Yeah, we're going home actually.
Hello, my name is Orange.
orange.
We're going home actually. We're all going home too.
Okay.
Can I talk to you? It's my roommate's birthday, so we're having a whole shitload of people over. Like,
So right on the open, he's trying to pull them to an after party. Not super likely to happen. Not impossible. Not super likely to happen.
Congratulations.
me too.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that way.
Yeah, isn't that awesome that your friend's having a
I wanted
birthday?
to come drink with us. We live 5 blocks away. We're having a bunch of people over.
Yeah, I can go over Paul Janka infield. Yeah, go for it. This could be the real one, your new account. Yeah. Go for it, bro. That's hilarious.
Cool, very cool.
What's your plan right now?
My padre?
Your plan?
I mean, I would believe that he has to watch every video about him because of his massive insecurity. But yeah, good luck someone making fun of you and just saying you suck. Good luck getting a lawsuit out of that.
Oh,
Not your padre.
walking. My padre.
What
yeah,
is your
my
padre?
padre's
What is your
home.
padre?
My padre is home.
Mi padre es su mamá.
We're walking 2 blocks that way.
Mi mamá es su.
The funny thing is he's critiqued my footage before. Seems like you can give it, but you can't take it.
We're taking fireball shots like right now.
No, I don't want to take a shot. We need to go home. You want to go home? Yes.
You answered your own question. Why are you asking?
What?
Are you married with a giant?
Yes, sorry.
Next
Yeah, this is.
week.
Why are you?
Yeah.
Calm down. You can be a little bit more nice to everyone.
Oh, really? Sorry, I have no patience.
I know. There's a
Is
lot
that
of,
obvious?
there's a lot of shitty guys.
Tell me about it, right? Tell me
I
about it.
listen. I want to take you on like a proper date. I just moved here from Las Vegas. Like
From Las Vegas.
2 weeks ago. I want to
So
take you.
you're mucho suave,
I want
huh?
to take you on. Yes.
So you had a lot of training, man. You
Reporting the video for copyright. I believe that. We'll see how that goes. Since your whole channel was reactions, you do know that reactions are copyright protected. So good luck with that.
playing a little more smooth.
Were we
Thanks.
in the middle?
I'm
I'm just trying to help you here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to take you on
Let's
Taco
look
Tuesday.
out for you.
Taco Tuesday.
I think we
Oh,
need to
Taco
move a little
Tuesday.
bit.
Proper date, of course, Taco Tuesday.
We need to move a little bit here. I don't want to die.
like your friend.
You know?
She's had a lot of.
Here.
I do
Are you
have a lot
619? I want to take you out this week. Are you 619?
Oh, it's
Where are
okay.
you?
It's a lot. It's my hair.
Thank you so much. But
When's the last time you had hair?
All right, rushing, insecure, reactive.
it's not about you, it's about me.
I know, you're kind
You
of weird.
heard that before, huh?
Yeah, my hair.
I am rude.
No, I didn't say rude. It's weird.
Yes, good luck getting a lawsuit out of someone reacting to your infield.
Weird, yeah. There you go. That's what I get a lot.
Thank you.
I forget about the word.
This girl is probably the coolest girl of the whole night, so take care.
Where you guys find out?
And false statement of fact, I mean, you seem drunk in the footage. I'm not saying you are, definitely, but you seem drunk in the footage. You've admitted to being an alcoholic many times. Good luck. That's about the only thing you have to go off. Good luck disproving that.
Nah, we're pretty much done with this conversation. We're going to take fireball shots this way. Yeah, we live 5 blocks away.
I thought you want to take purple? No.
He's even typing drunk.
No, this girl's way too cool for everyone in the entire city, so.
Exactly. Hands up in the air. No, not really, but not really.
Listen, I like your attitude.
If we meet again, man, if we meet.
I like your attitude. Listen to me.
But I am
I like your
listening.
attitude.
All
I want to invite you out during the week.
Weekend isn't good. You're not available on the weekend. Just during the week.
Not this weekend.
Schedule. I know. Tell me about it. Schedule's the best.
And if that is the real John, remember how I challenge you to do live infield where we see whose game is better. Remember how you back down, pussied out of that, and then challenged me to a boxing match instead because that would prove something. And you also ultimately back down from that too.
It's hard discussion.
Why do you have such an attitude?
I don't have an attitude. I'm just honest.
Doesn't even make any sense. You're being purposely difficult, and then you're like, I'm honest. It doesn't make any sense.
Goes in your butt. What was your name again? Goes in your butt. What goes in
John.
your butt?
What's your area code?
Ah.
Yeah?
Very persistent, huh? Does that work for him? There you go. You're gonna love this one.
Yeah, kind of like how a train wreck is entertaining, you know?
His way.
I'm gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
Why? It's a guy? You meet guys somewhere?
I meet a lot of guys.
I'm not even gonna text it.
You're not gonna text it?
You said I'm gonna love this one, so you probably gave me some fake bullshit.
Wow, that's what guys with really high self-esteem and confidence are like. You probably gave me a fake number, implying that's what he's used to, right? And also making it seem to her like he gets a lot of fake numbers, right? That's the implication. I'm used to getting fake numbers because I'm not good with women. So yeah, interesting. You want to call that a false statement of fact? Go for it.
No, man.
I don't really
Some
care.
people take a risk,
I don't really care.
Sometimes, sometimes people take a risk, man.
You sound like the guy from Scarface.
No. Skyface? Who's that?
Al Pacino.
Why? How you guys get it?
I don't want to take a risk,
There you
man.
go, there you go, there you go.
No, why don't you drop
I do like that man.
Why don't you drop the attitude for like 2 minutes? Why don't you tell me what you really do?
What do I do?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, he literally does have a tattoo of his lay count, his supposed lay count, D's, I think, in Latin or whatever. And so, a Rumble video? Oh no, a Rumble video. Oh no. He's banned from YouTube if you don't know. Anyway, that's his lay count on his fingers. Like, after you see that, how can you take the guy seriously, right? Like that's just something is really wrong with you if you do that, right? That's just so creepy and sad, depressing, weird. I'm coming back on YouTube. Yeah, it was saying that. Good luck. I'm sure you will. And I don't know if that's the real one or not. It's kind of similar to the things he would say. So if it's someone role playing, they're doing a good job. But I have no idea.
Yeah, that's
Thank you for being real. Now you're being real. Okay, and?
And that's it. That's the end of the
That's the whole story. Is that your real number or no?
Yeah, it is. It is.
How many trans women are in that lay count?
It is.
Are you down to hang out this week or what are you doing?
I don't know.
I know you're
I haven't checked my calendar.
I've been dating for 7 years. I meet a lot of girls. I know they're always complaining they get harassed by a lot of like shitty guys. Guys that are being really
Well, you mean San Diego, right? In Vegas. A lot of shitty
I just
guys.
moved to San Diego.
Here and there.
I just moved to San Diego 2 months ago.
So you haven't got the shit yet?
But I'm actually interested in actually taking you out. You seem like cool, and I like a lot of sass. I like a lot of attitude. You're on the borderline.
You can handle it? You can handle it?
Yeah, 100%.
I can be a dick, so.
I know, I like it. You try to give me so much shit, and I just like, it just rolls off me.
It is helpful.
So she seems really drunk and is just kind of being belligerent. He seems really drunk. It's interesting. I don't know how much game you're going to get from that.
She's always in everyone's mouths.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a fake John. I do think he said, I think he said at one point that, like when you swipe on Tinder, most of the tens you see are trans. So that's something along those lines. So that's a fun one.
Like always.
Which, I mean, hey, there's occasionally one who you see they're trans. You're like, oh, they seemed attractive. That's kind of disappointing. But tens, no.
I'm never
Like there's some where you feel you got like grifted, you know, like you swiped right because they were decent, and they're like, oh shit, it's, you know, I guess their AI is good or the surgery was convincing, but of course you still wouldn't meet. I mean, hey, if you're into that, you're into that.
I'm never gonna let you in my mouth. You're never allowed in my mouth.
Oh, that's wow. Okay.
With your.
Very well played right
What day
there.
are you free? What day are you free during the week? Give me a good day. Which day's good?
This part actually good. What day are you free? Trying to make specific plans. So even, you know, though he's got a lot of issues, I will, when there's something he's doing correct, I'm unbiased enough to point that out. So making specific plans, always a good idea. Makes numbers more solid. A lot of guys need to do that.
To Wednesday.
Hey,
This
you know,
weekend.
whatever you're
Middle of the
into.
week.
I'm not here to judge, although if you're into trans women, I don't think you need much game, right? Because that's like a very niche kind of thing that most guys are not into. So if you are, it's like being into like super obese women, right? So if you're into that, inclusive of you, no judgment. Like genuinely, I would never do it. No judgment. I mean, if you're a dating coach who calls people gay all the time as an insult, then it's really funny. I wouldn't do it, but you know, whatever you want is what you want. However, you probably don't need much game to get trans women.
Need a drink by then.
I don't know if I can do Wednesday. We gotta hit this 2 setup here.
Yeah, it's sad the community's lost it.
The tall
Because
black.
YouTube.
All right, I'll hit you up Wednesday. Nice to
All right, so he fails at the pool, but gets her number. It was, yeah, two people who are really drunk. And she at one point said that his game was bad. That was like the most interesting part. That you're not very smooth. You should be better at this. And that, yeah, that's that. So interesting interaction. Let's do one more of Todd. I'm about to wrap up. It's about time to go to the club. One more time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Through Cyber Monday. Wrong link. Through Cyber Monday, I'm offering 4 books and 3 online courses, including a brand new online dating course that will show you how to easily, within just an hour of your time, it will show you easily how to get pictures that are rated a solid 9 out of 10 or more. Even if your previous pictures were getting no matches, they sucked. I mean, look, if you're morbidly obese, I'm not going to promise a ton of matches if you're morbidly obese, but anything else, and you will get a lot of matches, and your pictures will be rated much higher. And I show you exactly step by step how to do it. I show you exactly how to get high quality pictures with demonstrations of myself doing photo shoots, explaining the angles, explaining the lighting, explaining why I'm doing it, and showing you how to do it on yourself, even if you have no friends, as well as over 5 hours of infield. It's not quite like John's infield. I would say a little different, but I also have multiple pool infields. Ones where I do make out with the girl and she doesn't reject my kiss, which is kind of crazy. So I have that. Multiple pools, including a fitness model, and I break down, analyze exactly why I do what I do all the way through. So you get access to that as well. Normally, that course by itself with the infield is normally $150 by itself. So you get that. You get a full-length book that's over 250 pages. You get an 8-week challenge for if you're stuck in over-analysis. It explains exactly how to get out of analysis paralysis and gives you a very structured step-by-step roadmap, even if you're a total beginner, that will allow you to start getting results. Right? It's very structured and it's made to be doable, even if you're a complete newbie, never approached a girl in your life, to give you some structure, just like if you are trying to lose weight and like a personal trainer would give you a workout plan, right? And a diet, a specific thing to follow that just makes it so there's way less second guessing, way less over analysis, procrastination, getting stuck. You just follow the steps and you start getting results.
Man, you should have been a little more smooth.
Were we?
So the 100 out of 100 mindset, yeah, that's a good mindset. He didn't make it up. I mean, Alex, what's his name? Alex Social, Alex RSD. He talked about, what's the term he used? You're already enough, which is effectively the same concept. So you're already enough. Great concept. I think it's useful. However, not something new or original. And also, if you believe you're 100 out of 100, why do you need to tell girls you live places you didn't leave, that you do things you didn't do, etc., to fabricate a made-up identity?
Middle? I'm just trying to help you here.
I'm just kidding. Hey, you trying to get in this? Here, I'll get here in front of you.
So are you gonna defamation because that's because that's actually a really good approach, and I'm saying it's bad.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's a bad approach. It's a good approach. Sorry, defamation.
How are you? Oh, sorry.
All right, one more, Todd V. This is all defamation. Yes, I'm sure that'll go great in court when most of your channel and content is telling other people that they suck, that they have ugly wives, that their game is terrible, basically much more hardcore than any of this. So good luck.
I thought I'd introduce myself by stepping on your foot. How do you feel about that?
No,
Nice.
not okay.
I like to impose myself on the interaction very quickly.
You got to make the mark.
Yeah, if you're in the inner circle, most of what's in the Black Friday deal is not something you have if you have the inner circle. So it will all be new content for you, the vast majority of it.
I like that. I like the general witticism and feistiness of this little small entourage we have. This twosome.
Right? Still in the middle.
I know. We were just like, we're stopping traffic.
Should take like a quarter of a step this way and we'll be all good. Like, come here. Yeah, we're gonna feng shui this shit. Ready? Okay. There you go.
No backs to doors right now. Everyone find a door. All right.
All right, good example of leading. It's a very small way of getting some compliance, right? Of getting the girl to follow your lead. It's easy to agree to. It's something you can do in a lot of cases whenever you're kind of in the middle of like a bar or, a store or a street or whatever. Very simple way you can start taking the lead and start moving things in the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm Asian. I don't even know about
you can't be sitting down with your back to the door because what if someone comes in behind you? Unless you've got a mirror.
Bad.
But that's also
So if you have a mirror, that's like
bad. We need to sage this place.
you guys know way too much about this. You really do. I'm a little concerned, actually.
I'm sorry.
He was just trying to make a joke and you took it too far.
Right. I think in general, with all of us, let's not take things too far. Let's take things very slow. And I'm very shy, so.
What's your name?
Todd. Nice to meet you.
Todd.
Disqualification, pulling away, little bit gamey, but not too much.
Todd, T-O-D-D, Todd.
Todd. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. And nice to meet you guys. You guys are very cool. You guys are fun. Yeah. Ish so far.
Ish.
Yeah, you don't really know it.
I mean, I don't want to make gross generalizations.
Okay, well, what have I said that is untrue about you, John? You're completely sober in the infield? Even though you're a self-confessed alcoholic?
That might later be proven false.
Oh, okay. All right. Truthful. That's nice. Honesty.
It is. Honesty is very nice. You want like the full like thought out version of that is thus far based on the extremely limited interaction I've had with you and my general perception based on inherent stereotypes on your attire and carriage. You seem like you potentially could be relatively cooler than the average chicks.
Wow, that was...
Let's
I
replay
don't
that.
want to make gross generalizations that might later be proven false.
Oh, okay. All right. Truthful. That's nice.
It is what it is.
Honesty is very nice.
You know, you want like the full like thought out version of that is thus far based on the extremely limited interaction I've had with you and my general perception based on inherent stereotypes on your attire and carriage. You seem like you potentially could be relatively cooler than the average chicks.
Wow, that
All right, if you say a lot of fancy words, it seems impressive. What he's saying is, it's all right, but the timing of using that line, I think that line could go very badly at the wrong time, but that timing was good. And overall, it's very unique. It's a compliment. It gets their attention, and it makes him seem smart because he's using a lot of fancy language. So even though kind of gamey, kind of scripted, I still like it.
Feeling good. Feeling good.
You like that?
I like this one. What was that? Did I really look that great? Thanks. Cool.
He didn't say look.
I mean, from the general perception of the pursuit, something.
I checked. It does appear that Real John Anthony Lifestyle is a real account of his. So we've got him in the house. He's watching his own infield. I'm sure he's really impressed with it. It's fun to have him featured in this.
Outlook, yes, got it, cool. Liked it, liked what I heard. Didn't know what it meant, but I liked
Well, okay, so obviously you guys are about to eat that in a second, but like, what's your plan for the next, hour or so?
We're
Do you have urgent
planning
things?
on going to B Bar in the East Village.
We went there last night, actually.
He just said he didn't like it.
That guy?
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't go to B-Bar, we went to Phoebe's.
Yeah,
Right across
that's what
the
he
street.
said.
Yeah. B-Bar's, he would have liked B-Bar more, actually. But
don't
I was like, forget him. We were at Phoebe's, and that's where we stayed. So there.
That was fun.
Yeah, I think it's
All right, this is like 10 minutes. So we're going to skip towards the end. I mean, it could be. Why would someone else upload a bunch of his clips, right?
when like they thought you were making a real baller, they
could
turned you
still
all
be
subtle.
fake, but
It's like a,
And so then
they didn't specifically make the account just to do these comments, which makes it seem more likely that that's some alt account of his.
you waste time. Like half an hour later, they're like, by the way, I should tell you. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
whatever it is.
Like really?
Can you not? Can you not?
Like, could you have just told me this like half an hour
The
ago?
second I met you, please.
That would have been good. Thank
Once
you.
we put everything out on the table, cards out, we're in Vegas. Come on, honesty's a policy.
Exactly.
Kind of.
Well, there are things to be honest about and things to lie
Gray
about.
lines.
You have to know. You have to know the right categories to where to be honest and where to lie. It's an important skill in life.
Being really rude because we want to.
She's so confused right now. I think like she just got talked at in like 3 different directions at once. Her
My
brain just got
brain was, like-
overstimulated.
Yeah, that was
Overstimulated, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Her mouth just reached around and started eating her brain. That's what has just happened.
That's just what he saw.
It sounds like
so.
a horror movie. Just
I know, right?
like Aliens. You watch that movie?
Yeah, I'd rather not.
And they eat your brain.
That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, on that lovely visual.
Thank you. High note. Let's end the
Enjoy your meal.
Thank
With
you.
the vision of bringing
So I was saying, so I was doing the time thing. Hang on. So like 6. So like 10 or 11.
So he must have got their number earlier in the interaction. It was quite long. But based on the context, we can assume that.
Hit you guys up, figure out what's up.
I mean, like I got bedtime's like 10, so.
That was really nice knowing you. No, I'm not kidding. I was kidding before, but now I'm not. It really was nice knowing you.
Both of you really ruined
No, yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I'll ask him. This, I have no idea.
Is it, who are you? It's just the 2 of you guys tonight?
What?
Just the 2 of you tonight, or are you hanging out with like? Seriously, yeah, come, like, people cool and all that, but seriously, just come where we are. It'll be better. Beauty and Essex. It's just right down the street. You could, like, I think you could walk between one and the other even.
Really?
Yeah, meet us there at like 10, 11. If you hate it, go to the other place you were gonna go to anyway.
Right.
Yeah?
Will do.
All right, well, perfect.
All right.
All right. Some of his verbal game was a little bit gamey there, but not in a terrible way, right? Like, if it's a little bit gamey, but it's still accomplishing something where like an emotional spike or a push-pull or it's getting the girl to invest, then it's not terrible. Like you still want to seem not gamey at all if possible, right? You want it to just all seem natural. And that can happen even if you're using a line, if the line is good, and the way you deliver it's good. But overall, his demeanor was strong. He wasn't taking himself too seriously. He took the lead in a very subtle but effective way. He got her number. He wasn't belligerently drunk, so that's also good. So overall, Todd's infield all seems pretty solid. A few lines I don't like here and there, but most of the things are good about it. So it seems pretty obvious that despite John being the greatest of all time, 2,000 plus leg count, plus however many trans women, that despite that, Todd V has better game. This video, again, if you want to see more live streams, more coach versus coach breakdowns, make sure to hit the like button.